Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setup for today. So what a meltdown we had yesterday. That was a 2.14 move down, and it was around a 2.36 swing. So that is a bear bar that closed on its low. Technically, we still haven't sort of converted into a downtrend on the daily. Ultimately, we are just sort of back at the bottom of the range right now, and the big question at the moment is, well, I suppose I should actually just do that, and let's just extend that there. So that's our range. So technically at the moment, we should be looking for opportunities to buy, but with that meltdown, that gappy move up, rejection of the moving averages and down, I suspect you should rather be paying very close attention to a proper meltdown in this at the moment. So world stocks are looking a little bit scary at the moment. So let's just run through the 3 hours. So you can see at the beginning of the week, technically we had the moving averages in a bearish format. Even this drop down and move up, but it's really difficult to trade this kind of stuff. We sort of kept having these gap ups and moves downs, and then yesterday we still had a gap up and then a solid move down, and that solid move down basically closed the gaps that we had to the downside. There's still 2 further down, so I'm expecting this to continue, to be honest. I don't see it now just suddenly stopping, not with what's going on in the US. So we did close this gap. We've still got 2 gaps further down. We've got one over here, and we've got another one down here. So that definitely is something that we need to pay attention to. So what I'm expecting is a rejection of something, and I can't see where that something is, because the logics is pretty much up here at this area here at 15.431, but we can argue that that was rejected yesterday. So where is the next level? We haven't really broken through this structure here that we're on. So maybe we need to wait for that, with a retest of that, before the move to the downside. Alternatively, what we're going to see is some kind of a flag form, and we need to wait for the break of this trend line. So there's no real structure. So I just want to get back to 3 hours, make sure I'm not missing something. Maybe we're a lot further back. Only thing that we can see is that area right where price is at the moment, there and there. So come back to that, and you can see could be a rejection of this. So this red bar that's here, it could be the one that you want to be playing. So if we just get down to the 15-minute, so that was a rejection there, and then we sort of this last bar, I'm not too convinced that's a legitimate bar, so let's just leave that out of the equation at the moment. So everything that we see here at 15.280 is a rejection. So maybe what you're looking for, I think I'd take it a little bit further, go down to the low of Friday. So that's a structure we've got. I think that's the closest that I can get. There's a gap to the upside as well, so there could be a bit of 15-minute structure there. So I think, what's the 15-minute chart? It's going to be the best way to do that. If we do break the upside, you're looking for a rejection off 15.359. So you're looking for like a pin bar or inside bar or an engulfing bar off this level. You're not looking for price to close above it. If price closes above it, stay away from it. But if we get 15.359, we get a rejection off there, then I think that's worthy of a short. But what I would do, though, let's say you get something like that, I would have a 100 and I just move it above. I'd probably move it above there, 140 point stop loss. So I'd move it above this structure here, and then just because we don't really have some higher time frame structures to play off. So that's kind of the view I've got. So move up to there, find some sort of price action that's going to indicate we have a bearish move, and then look for a move down to this level of 15.064. If we get through that, 1500 is probably going to hold us up a little bit. for today. So that's kind of the structure I can see right now. It's not cast in stone, and my view today is really it's the end of the month, end of the quarter, and a lot of chaos happening, a lot of politics going on as well. So I'm kind of in the mood just to keep money in my pocket and just wait for this chaos to finish before getting into looking for opportunities. But this could be the start of something big, so that's something you need to pay attention to. It's not, I definitely don't have any long-term investments in the DAX at the moment, so we'll wait for the reset, and I think it does look like we're having the start of a reset on most of the indexes that I'm looking at the moment. Anyway, enough rambling from me. If you're going to trade this, be very careful, get down the low time frames and keep your stops as tight as you possibly can. And expect the unexpected, guys. Just because this is a downward move doesn't mean anything. We had a downward move here and then immediately reversed an upward move. So that's just the way things are going at the moment. Anyway, that's kind of my view at the moment. Sit tight, patiently wait for the month to finish. I think the DAX is starting to come to the end of its range. So one way or another, it is going to move in a direction which is going to make it a bit easier to make a bit of money out of it. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.